This land is your land. This land is my land. From California, well, to the New York Island.
I want to say we are now ending the year of 2025, and we have not seen any justice that we expected that's going to benefit Black farmers. I want to say thank you to Dexter Davis, who is on with us today and decided to come on and allowed us to take up some of his day with asking him some of the kind of questions dealing with the Trump tariffs, also dealing with this whole idea of healthcare and affordability and food and gasoline prices, and how these prices and these tariffs are going to impact Black farmers. The one thing that is our concern is that if a Black farmer, if white farmers get a cold, Black farmers get pneumonia. So we're going to talk about that because that's been the subject, one of the major subjects of our concern going back many years, back to the Clinton administration. Dexter Davis from Louisiana, I want to thank you. And I would like for you to introduce yourself and tell us about how this whole issue of tariffs and affordability is impacting Black farmers, along with the long history of discrimination. And I thank you for coming on today.
My name is Dexter Davis. I'm from a small area called Sunheimer, Louisiana. And I've been farming for nearly 40 years. And I've had concerns and issues, as you were saying, with the issues of the tariffs that is causing so much, just totally, everything for us, your living conditions. It has an effect on the complete livelihood. And the idea of the tariffs when it came in, when it changed the whole concept and the whole position of how we can position ourselves as Black farmers, it has totally changed the whole situation. For us, our communities and the farming community for us Black within itself has a total impact. Uh, for us trying to get all the necessities and the bills paid, these tariffs have changed the whole concept for us. Insurance, it has an effect on your vehicles, trying to be able to take care of all your concern, that whatever concern you may have, it had an impact on it. And so it has really caused uh, for us, the farming community in Blacks, basically, it we feel like we are always left out. Now I know the tariff is affecting all races, but the Blacks have been set back so long that we didn't need anything new to come and help set us further back, and which we see these tariffs have done. And then on top of the tariffs, as we always have been experiencing in the past, was discrimination. And it seems like the tariff, when it comes to Black farmers, is just another form of discriminatory acts that has already been going on. So those are things that we're going to have to continue to be faced with, and try to find solutions and resolutions to what it's going to take to get our Black farmers back, to where we need to be, where we ought to be, basically, because we have done everything by the book to be able to sustain ourselves in the farming community. And these are the things like when the president has a real depth of trying to rid the black farmers, because that was the main goal and issue in the first place. And they're trying to get us through another mechanism, through, as I said, that had just come on the scene, the tariff. Well, it's kind of like we had to take a defensive task, wondering what's going to come down. It has an impact as far as we're wondering what's going to happen next, what's going to come out of it. When we hear all this information coming out of Washington, is it true? What position that it has for us, and how are we going to be able to be a part of whatever the the information that they're saying, that when it comes to uh, helping the farmers or being able to, the farmers to get part of the monies that the 12 billion, I think it's 12 billion of what I heard, that's supposed to
Yeah.
be coming out. Are we going to be a part of it? What is it going to do to help us? Is it going to help us? Uh, those are the things that's coming out of Washington that we don't know if it's true or not, because February, I think, is when they said it was going to implement this, or start paying out. My thing is, what's wrong with now? It's just a matter of, uh, just a signature like he's signing everything else. But we're wondering now, what is the outlook for next year? What kind of plans can we make? Should we make the same plan we did last year? So yeah, it has a total effect on our decision making, and it has an effect on what are we going to do, or what going to come out of it. Wherever we, whatever position we find ourselves in, we're in that position because of it is just either miscommunication, untruthfulness, or are we going to be involved in whatever supplements that come out of Washington? Those are the things that have an impact on me personally. I'm pretty sure, as I said before, it has the same effect on anyone else that's in my position for as black farmers.
What is got to happen in order to save black farmers in 2026 and beyond? Dexter.
Okay, what's going to say the black farmer? First of all, we're going to have to be able to get through the discriminatory acts that we already faced against. There's already faced against us. So that's going to be number one. We're going to have to get better commodity prices. We're going to continue to stay in the business of farming, because farming is a high risk, occupation. So everything need to be in place. No, nothing need to be outside the border of what it takes to operate a successful farm. And as Adrian was saying, every farmer, if it's categorized as a farmer, it automatically affected that particular individual when it comes to the farming industry. So now, with all those things that are obstacles, as I said before, that's against us, you know, we have to make sure that when we start out, we got to start out with a clean slate. We don't need no interference or anything to deter anything that we have to be profitable in the farming industry. It's going to take uh, our senators, our Congress people. We're going to take every everyone that has a position that they hold to make sure that these things don't happen to us. I'm talking specifically about black farmers. Uh, Black farmers, as I said before, has been behind the eight ball all the time. We don't have any wiggle room, and we don't need any interference to cause us to keep us from having a successful business. And we're not asking for handouts. We never have. We always go out and work. When you farm, when you're a black farmer, we always going uphill. It's never a level playing field. It's always that been the case with us as black farmers. So as I was saying, that's what it's going to take in order for us, for us to have a successful farm and a business that we can put in place to where we can take care of our families and ourselves. So that's what I feel that we need. That's coming. That we need from Washington and anybody that can help us along the way. I don't say help because we work ourselves. We're not begging. We're not asking for help. We can do this on our own. We have the ability and we're able. We just need to get the discriminatory acts out the way, and we also need to get better commodity prices and these tariffs. We need to have those removed so we can have that success that we are out there working for.
Who are you going to depend on besides yourself?
Well, that's the key. It's going to take coming together, and that's what we've been talking. We just had to put it in motion, and those are the things we're going to continue to try to put together in order for this thing to become reality. Because, and that's true, those they have corporate organizations coming together, working together, and unless we do that as black farmers, we're going to be left behind. Uh, for us, uh, selling directly to the local markets, we got to go outside of the. We got to think outside the box because we'll get better results if we do that. But we're gonna have to continue to, start corporate and getting ideas and exchanging these ideas of where blacks can work together in co-op so we can own those same elevators, those same cotton gins, and it's going to be done uh, in the corporate way, not individually. So that's the thing that's so important, and that's the driving force right about now is with things like the tariffs and how it's breaking apart and breaking down these farms and individual, you just don't stand a chance. So those are the things that we're going to have to work on and work strenuously to get that to come to reality. But it's not hard to do. We just have to just make an effort to come together and do that and work with those places like Africa. They're willing to buy directly from the black farmer to sustain them because they know that locally here or anywhere that a black farmer reside and operate, they're going to be, things they're going to be climbing the wall to be successful with their products and what they're trying to sell in order to make a living. So yeah, that is definitely uh, a strong concept that we're going to have to work with and work with those buyers that would buy directly from us rather than we having to take it to the markets that we already know that they're not going to give the price of what our products are worth. And put all of these uh, prospects in place in order to go forward in 2026. We're going to have to look at how our organizations that are out there that are going and it's good that they give you informative information what it takes to operate or sustain a farm. The information, as I say, is good, but it takes money as well because the information, once it's in place, if you tie the money to it and put them together, it's very sustainable. Then you can accomplish just about anything, but we're missing that financial stability, and that financial stability comes from the programs that the government have in place for black farmers. We just miss out on it. We don't get the information or what it takes. Like the white farmers have everything at their beck and call. They can, if they make a call, they get results. We can make a call, then we ignore it. It's like we never picked up the phone to even call, because those are those positions that we are in as black farmers, where we have to face every day in the farming community. And I'm speaking on the black term. It's a different comparison. You know, white have an advantage because they have universities, and black, we have universities as well, but they have a position to where if they put them in a position to where they prioritize them over the black farmer. We'll get maybe a result, but they get greater results, and it's a constant thing. And
Okay.
we know that if we don't have that opportunity that they have.
They put up a sign that said, oh, it said private property. Well, on the backside, it said nothing. So it must be that side was made for you and